Live. Okay, so we should be live. If anyone is joining right now, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I'm the owner and founder of Fast Track FBA, and I'm just kind of doing this live stream to support you guys in your business, just adjusting the camera. Obviously, if you guys got questions, do drop them down below. I am here to help. If you've got your questions, I'll put it there. Drop your question below. This is the first time that I think we're going live on like Twitter and on Instagram and also in the Amazon reseller network. So really excited to do that. I'm just going to check a couple of things. Obviously, if we're live, fantastic. So let's kind of just check that and see if we're live. So if you are here, do drop your questions down below. I've got an hour. I do it every single week, and I will obviously answer your questions. So drop them down below. Someone has said, love this. Hey, Facebook user, thank you so much. And I'm just going to check if I'm actually live. So if you can hear me fine, that'd be brilliant. Yeah, I'm in the USA group. Am I in the reseller network? I just want to make sure I'm in there. Yeah, if I am, fantastic. Hi, Tom. Guys, drop your questions down below. Obviously, I can talk to you about what I'm doing, what's happening, but this is something that I do every single week, and I thought I'd just start doing it on the Amazon reseller network as well, because obviously it's like adding value. So let's kind of go through some questions. Matthew's come in already, questions, so thank you so much. What starting budget do you recommend for wholesale? Oh, okay, so I'm not an expert in wholesale. We did probably about 35K last month. We've done about 40K, and I've done it only for like this year. We're just getting started. I'm not an expert in wholesale. OA is what, I wouldn't even say I'm an expert in OA. OA is what I focus on. But in regards to wholesale, look, I think you could probably start with like 5,000, but I think you probably want to do 10,000. Why? Because it's not very hard to find suppliers to open up. And I know people talk about that, but like you make your money in wholesale by buying in bulk and buying discounted. And you need cash for that. So, and I'm not saying you need 10,000 cash, but like you need 10,000 available. So if you've got like a loan or an overdraft, that'll work. So that'd probably be my idea. So that'd be my thoughts. Matthew, let me know down below if that's helpful. Facebook user, how quickly could you get set up in the US? When we did it, it took forever. Like it was COVID, it was horrendous. It took about 4 months. And by the way, it was 4 months to get the EIN number. Now I think you could probably do it in about a month. So if I started today, I think within 1 month I could have everything done, including EIN. That's the one thing you really want because you use that for the bank accounts. But I think 1 month, and then obviously maybe including Amazon Seller Central. Let me just check one thing. I just want to see if we are actually live on. Are we live on Instagram? If we are, great. If not, then it doesn't really matter. I am trying. Oh, can I click start broadcast? Ooh. So we're trying. I'm seeing if I can go live on Instagram at the same time. If I can, fantastic. And if that's great, oh, it does say live. My God. Do I show up? That's the real question. I'm seeing if we can go live on Instagram at the same time. If not, then it's obviously not going to be perfect. So we shall see. Send a request to join Facebook Live video, cancel. We'll have a look to see if I can go live on Instagram. So that's about 1 month, should we say. I think you can do it now, much quicker. Congratulations on 20,000 subs. Woohoo! Fast Track FBA YouTube channel just hit 20,000 subscribers. I talk all about OA. I talk about my journey. I talk about what we're doing. Hopefully that's something that it's going to help you out. So if you are interested, then do check that out, like Fast Track FBA YouTube channel. Hopefully that is helpful. I can't really see my live. I don't know if anyone's on YouTube. I see Christos Felos is doing it. Let me know if it's working on YouTube or Instagram. Sorry. Okay, so let's kind of go through what software is essential for OA. We're going to be releasing a video soon, which is like how to get started on OA for 3 months for free using trials. But at a very fundamental level, I think if you're going to ask me, and this isn't exactly the software that I'm using, but I do think this is starting. Like if you're going to get started, it kind of sounds like a beginner question. One, I think you need a profit calculator. Obviously, you need a professional selling account, period. Number two, you need a profit calculator. SAS, Seller Amp, I really like. They have a mobile app as well. It's quite good and it's pretty cheap. You don't need Keeper to start with. SAS has like their Keeper graphs in. They're really useful. But Keeper I do like. So I'd probably say after a couple of months, you really want to do it. But you can still learn everything you need for Keeper through SAS within reason. And then I think also as well, you should probably start manually repricing to start with, and then go try some trials. The other one which I might recommend is we have a link, fasttrackfba/tools. Check out, what's it called? We use as a link on there called Seller Board. Now, we don't use Seller Board primarily, but the reason why I say it is you get 2 months free trial. So once you start making some sales, use that to kind of like understand how your profit's going. And then I think after that is we use STK Seller Toolkit because it has repricing, it has profit and loss, inventory management. So it's quite useful. So we use that. So definitely, I'd say essential, calculator, and maybe a profit software once you're getting sales. That'd be it. Great question. Facebook user. Matthew, thank you. Any follow-up recommendations of different business models to start with for under 3K? If you've got time, go do RA. Like you can do OA at 3K, of course you can, but like RA, you're probably going to get higher ROI. Just make sure you're getting the proper receipts, not like toy £4. It's got to be like, you know, Lego 318, preferably the barcode on there. It says £4. Why? Because if you do clearance section, it's going to do really well. That'd be my advice. That will help you out. So I'd probably say RA would be the best one, and then do something. Then maybe do OA after that. Once really, the whole point is do OA until you have more money than you have time to spend. I.e., every week you go out and spend all the time doing RA. And then once you keep getting like, my God, I finished the week, I've spent I've spent as much time as I can, and I still have money left in the bank, then you do OA. Like I really recommend that because it's a bit more efficient, but really you're trying to maximize the ROI. And I think, don't get me wrong, I've done a bit of OA, RA, but not much. I'm an OA person. Online arbitrage, retail arbitrage. Hope that makes sense, Matthew. Let me know in the comments down below. How many deals should a VA be finding per day? It depends on your criteria. So based on the criteria of £3 profit per item in the UK, we're doing here 30% ROI, 5 sales per month. Just on that, first month we recommend 2 to 5 deals per day that you can buy. It's got to be buy, not find. The second month, 5 to 8 deals per day that you can buy, and then third month, 8 to 12. But we talked about spend target. And if you are interested in a VA, do check out fasttrackfba.com/VAs. Down here, you can book in a free 30-minute consultation call and obviously kind of ask these kind of questions. And like we have a whole process and aftercare. So like there's a whole support network we help with VAs. So if you are interested and we find, hire and train and support a sourcing VA in your business for 12 weeks, check out fasttrackfba.com/VA, link down below. That'll help you out. Hope that makes sense, Leo. Let me know in the comments down below. Hey, I'm from Pakistan. Hey, welcome. Good to see you. Next one. Hi, Tom. I have a VA from your academy. My VA used to work for another seller and also had a family member in the same house that works for another seller in the same marketplace. If is an issue, I'm just going to kind of go seller login for my VA, will an issue linked to the accounts get suspended? No, unlikely. Like really unlikely. And the reason why I say that is because obviously if you think about my business, I have like 77 staff, of which probably at least half of them will have access to one, if not multiple of my Amazon selling accounts. Now, we've never had a problem, and don't get me wrong, we've had the odd like VA where they've worked for other clients and we've had to let them go. So we've never had that problem where they've been linked. Really, it's the primary selling account. Like if your VA is linked to another thing, then like I've not really heard of it through that kind of like the secondary user link. Like I think Amazon doesn't just take one data point, it will take multiple, i.e. secondary users the same, prep centers the same, both the billing addresses of the two accounts they want to link are the same, lots of stuff is the same, then that will be a kind of like warning. But if you just have one data point, which is the same, I think you'll be fine. Like I would have expected a lot more. And ironically, we have had your account has been linked to another account, but guess where we had it? We had it in Canada with my USA account. I don't even sell in Canada. So personally, I don't think it's an issue. And also as well, we're pretty good at our vetting through the VA Academy. So I don't think you've got a problem at all. And like I would have expected to have seen a lot more in my own business, and we haven't. And by the way, we have 4 selling accounts. Not saying any of them are bad, but they're all legit and there's legitimate reasons, but there are one VAs across all 4 of them. So I would have expected to have seen a problem if they're worried about, same member, and they're all linked with my ID. So you'll see that. Also, finding many unable to find sourcing. FastTrackFBA.com YouTube channel, FastTrackFBA YouTube channel. Look at the playlist. There's Sourcing 101. Really check that out. It's going to help you out. Thank you. Cool. Glad I can help you. Guys, drop your questions down below. I will get through. Bruno, can you give me some tips about cash flow and the best way to keep track of everything like money coming in and profits? Okay, let's break this down really simply. So I don't want to make it too complex. FastTrackFBA YouTube channel. There is a video we called Cash Flow. There'll be 2 of them. They basically have a download link there. Now, I would really, 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 really recommend, should we say, using the cash flow sheet. And the reason why I say use the cash flow sheet is because, what's it called? Is using the cash flow sheet is because quite simply the fact that it's a £30 sheet, but it's the same sheet we use every day, and we've grown it from like 5 figures up to 7 figures now a year. And at the end of the day, if you think about Amazon, it's a money game. And what you do is you take money from your business and you want to invest it whilst covering all your bills. And the cash flow sheet really helps with that. For £30, it's got a YouTube video that all supports it. You can watch the video for free and then see if you want to buy it. I really recommend it. It's just super simple. It works. Everyone loves it. Now, in regards to keeping track of everything like cash, money coming in and out, and money coming in and out, and that's cash flow. Profits and balance sheet, they are administrative tasks. We have admin VAs that do it. Now, two options for you. One, I don't really want to kind of like sell courses, but we do have an admin course that we sell that you can check out, Fast Track FBA, and go to resources and courses. Or if you want a VA who will do it all and supported by my train, you can do Fast Track FBA, resources and VAs. And we can find, hire and train an admin VA for you. And they work for your business. But at the end of the day, when you talk about like profits, SDK, Seller Toolkit, Seller Board are great software, but they can only record what Amazon tells you. If you're losing stock outside of Amazon, maybe in your warehouse, maybe with like Amazon's not telling you properly because they don't refund properly, then you're not going to know that. So we have really good processes in place which are around actual stock usage. That's going to be very helpful. So I would really recommend that course. And also as well, it's not just a course, we say, you get a free weekly call with my own team. So if you have any questions about administration, you can ask them as well, or else you can hire a VA and we support and train them as well. And like to give you an idea, in my business, I know the balance sheet every week. I know the forecasted month profits every week. I also know, I know the cash flow every week, forecasted month profit every week. Every month we know the balance sheet, and also we know the P&L versus budget every week. And we also know the P&L actual stock uses versus what Amazon says it should be. And we look at the variance to see how much stock we're losing. And you're always losing stock. I hate to say it, it does happen. And that's like when you don't get to the end of the year and find, oh my God, like we just lost, our supplier never delivered half the products they said they did. And as a result, we've lost money. Or like we've got problems, something's going elsewhere. Like we can track all that. So that talks about there. Sorry, quite a long answer. How many units of the same product do I have to buy for my prep center to accept the shipments? I don't know. Ask your prep center. I really can't say. Well, we'll probably buy any. I think our average, if you want to know, our statistic internally, SKUs per unit is about 15. We're generally buying about 15 items of each ASIN. That's it on average. Obviously, we've added up all the ASINs and divided by the total number of units, and we get that number. It's just a metric we track. You don't have to, but that kind of gives you an idea. English with me, I made a mistake by changing the price so low, and then I raised my price, but my competition stock didn't back. When and how can it go back? Leave it, let them sell out. My God, like, you know, your competitor, if they want to sell out cheap, fine, not a problem. Just let them sell through. You know what? Do it again and, you know, let their price down. It's not their fault that their price doesn't come back up to meet you. That's not your problem. I know you're not going to make any sales, but let them sell through. Interesting of supply and demand. If the price crashes, generally speed of sales increases. They should sell out quicker. Don't worry about it. Matthew, very helpful. Thank you. Cool, Matthew. Glad I can help. So, what are pros and cons of purchasing inventory for 1 month ahead of, say, 3 months ahead? What do you do your purchasing inventory do well? I think we do about 1 month, maybe 1.5 months. People talk about that. A couple of things you want to consider. Cash flow. If you haven't got much cash, you probably want to reduce down how much inventory you're buying. Number two, that's called, generally speaking, when you're starting, is like go wide, not deep. So deep is like 3 months or more, should we say. Wide is like 1 month or less. And the idea is you're spreading your money wide across multiple products rather than buying a lot of one product. IP complaints, Amazon coming on the listing, there are reasons why you might not want to buy 3 months. The only other one which I might think of, which isn't really an issue anymore, but used to be, is restock limits. I.e., if you don't have any space in the Amazon warehouse, you probably want to reduce it down. So I think generally for us, like one of the metrics we think about in our business is I've got like, let's call it like $1,000, £1,000 a day. I want to invest that money, get it in, get it sold, and get the money out and buy again. Now, if I'm investing £1,000 across lots of items and doing it every month, for example, that means I can churn £1,000 every month. And say I'm making 30%, that'd be £300 per month. Fantastic. But if I'm investing that £1,000 over 3 months, now I'm getting £300 over 3 months, and now I'm only making £100 or $100 per month. So ideally, if you can, you want to turn all your money as quickly as possible. It's called velocity of money. But it's not easy said than done, and there's a balance. So generally speaking, I would go wider, i.e. 1 month, if you're running out of cash. But if you've got a lot of cash, then go a bit more, use 3 months. That's it. That'd be the metric. I can never pronounce the name. I'm so sorry. Chastity Walker. Hi, Tom. Hope you're okay. I've only just come back, Richard. Do you know that most items are 0 rated? Do you know that most items are 0 rated and 20% rated? Few are 5. But for speed and efficiency, how do I know that I'm feature rated without checking an invoice? Most items are 20%. Check HMRC guidance on reduced VAT and zero rated items. The other top tip you can kind of do is go onto, make sure you've got a business selling account, go onto Amazon and go onto Amazon, and then what's it called? Once you're on Amazon, if you look at, make sure you've got a business selling account and you can actually see the price. It will tell you ex-VAT price. Now, what you're looking at is if it just says, is Amazon selling, for example, and it says Inc. VAT, the normal price, it will actually mean that that's a zero rated item. Don't quote me on it, but I'd check it. Like you check it with HMRC guidance. At the end of the day, let's say, for example, Amazon's selling, I don't know, car oil at zero rated VAT and it isn't zero rated VAT, doesn't give you permission to sell it at zero rated VAT because Amazon made a mistake. You are still responsible for the VAT rates. That's one big top tip to say. But I check HMRC guidance and you can use Amazon as a guide. Bonnie M, when is the proper time to start researching prepping for Q4? If you want to ask me, we're in Q3 now. I would really recommend about VAs now, why they take 3 months to really get up to top speed. You know, deals per day that you're going to buy, month 1, 2 to 5, month 2, 5 to 8 deals per day, month 3, 10, 8 to 12. So you really want them up to speed in Q4. So if you are looking for a VA, do check us out down below, fasttrackfba.com/VA. You can book in a free consultation call. But in regards to you purchasing wise, I probably wouldn't do it now. The two things I'd be prepping for Q4 right now, really I wouldn't be holding stock, I think is too early, but I think about VAs and I think about getting available cash. You know, loans, overdrafts, credit cards. They take time to come on board. There's some things you want to do. Maybe start putting a bit more spend through PayPal, and then PayPal's going to offer you a loan in 3 months' time. Perfect time for Q4. Just want to think about these things. It's really cash and the ability to invest that cash through, you know, VAs. You could do lead services, not a problem, but VAs are a really good one because they can go back over your old deals from last year and research them all again. So that'd be my top tip. English with me, my profit is getting low due to inflation. This item sells very fast, getting low to competitors getting low. Results. You're making like £150 per month. Fine. Look, I get your point about inflation, but I tell you what, unfortunately, inflation is going to be every year. Like go back to the whole of time, pretty much on average, inflation is going up over the long term. So you can't change it. I think your thing is you might have to adapt, change your product, change your pricing, or buy a new product. I hate to say it. That's it. At the end of the day, if you've got a product making 150 a month and it means click a few buttons and ship some products to a prep center and you've got the spare cash, keep doing it. But once you run out of cash, go for better profit items. Mark, just want to ask, what's the best thing you can do if your Amazon seller account is pretty new? What's the best thing you do to gate specific brands first? If you're UK, oh my God. Look, top thing, first things first, get $1,000 or 1,000 sales in, you know, just in total. Even if you've got the right invoices and you've got no sales, Amazon will not ungate you because they want to see trading history. Number 2, EU distribution in the US is a good one. And then the other one is, I can't think of the life of me what it's called. It's like Harrison's Direct in the UK. You can go to them, Harrison's Direct, you can call up and ask them like, hey, I want to get in Lego, what do you recommend? And they'll tell you buy this product. Obviously you need to buy 10 of them. And that's it, go through the tone. There's lots of videos on Fast Track FBA about how to get ungated, what to do. After that, look at how to get seller reviews. Fast Track FBA YouTube channel, seller reviews. There's like a free methodology I talk about with a 2-month free trial of Sellerboard, how to change the review. It automatically sends out reviews, what you need to do, really, really good. Check that out. I think that'll help you out, get some seller reviews on your account. Not product reviews, but seller reviews. And then after that, we've got a video coming out, which is about how to get started for the first 3 months for free. I think you'll really like that one as well. Hope that makes sense. The premise of this question is for when my VAs are uploading cost of goods. With that, I do not expect them to check each and every invoice for the VAT rate. I get your point, and I don't think you should do it that way. If I talk about it in my business, we use the USS Ultimate Sourcing Sheet. So when my purchasing managers purchase, they set the VAT rate at purchase. So when we upload it to Amazon Seller Central, it automatically uploads at the correct cost of goods, at the correct VAT rate, sorry. So my admin VAs don't need to do any of this. It should really be the person purchasing and should have a very efficient workflow which enables that information to flow smoothly through, i.e. the USS is going to solve that problem. If you are interested, just go to the Fast Track FBA USS page, fasttrackfba.com/USS, and you can book in a free 30-minute call and see if it's going to be right for you. It's really good. It's really, really good. We're even getting like, we're going to have one-click uploads to Amazon soon, so you don't even need to download and upload it. We'll do it automatically. Shoo, what's the best way to PayPal the VN? Don't use Wise. PayPal is like extortionate fees. Conversion rates are horrible. It used to be TransferWise. Use Wise. We use that now. It's really good. check them out. I think you'll love them. Leo Ace, thanks, Tom. I have a VA from you. She's really good, finding 8 deals in a fantastic way. Guys, if you are interested in a VA, check out what Leo just said and check out fasttrackfba.com/VA. Trust me, I've got, you know, sourcing wise, we've probably got about 30 VAs. There's a reason why I do like UK now, like 2.2, maybe 2, maybe 3. Oh God, I should probably get this right, shouldn't I? I think there's a reason why we do like 3.25 million in the last 12 months. In the US, we'll do 1 million this year as well. And I only work on the business like a few hours a week. It's not that much. Why? Because I have a team. I'm not going to say you can't build a business on your own. You can, but it's just not worth it. Look, there you go. If I put it there, 3.5 million over the last 12 months. That's in the UK. Hashtag excited. Couldn't do it without a team. Follow Leo, get a VA, speak to fasttrackfba/VA. 3 30-minute call, you can get one. Shu, how do you deal with suppliers that refuse or ignore invoice requests? Are the admin VAs trying to train? Yeah, we do. So long story short is HMRC's guidance is that you need to have a reason, you need to request it and it needs to be reasonable. They don't have to provide it, but if you've requested it and you can see that they've got a VAT number, like somewhere on their website, they've got a VAT number, and within reason, the product you are buying would have had VAT charged and you think it's a VATable item, then that's okay. Speak to your accountant. But like, if you've ever got just the VAT number for the company, maybe something else, like you can generally get away with that way. HMRC is not going to be like, you haven't got it, you failed. Like, have you taken reasonable steps to get this? Do you have reasonable belief that you have paid VAT on it? And is it a VATable item? And if the answer is a yes, 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 then you should be okay. Like, they're not like, you know, really strict. It's about, if you had like 99% of all your invoices, but this one supplier you didn't, and you felt you did, fine. But if you can't prove they got a VAT number, you should probably really say, like, I shouldn't be buying from them. A lot of the European suppliers we had that problem with. Daniel Adams, right now I'm trying to find acceptance agents in the UK for me to get an IT. Is there any acceptance agent? Yeah, just go to the IRS. Like, they have a lady who does it for you. Like, they're literally like, I had to go speak to a lady in Mexico City because I'm in Mexico City. Like, they'll do that. So yeah, just go to the IRS website. It tells you who the agents are, and you can literally contact them. It's quite a lot. That's all I recommend. English with me. Do you prefer to sell loads of items, even if you're making 5 cents? Look. I think you're asking the wrong question. I've got X amount of cash. Call it $1,000. I just want to get the best possible return for that $1,000 every month. That's it. If you're talking about this one product, if you've got lots of products sat in, if you've got like products you're selling and you're sourcing and you've got lots of money sat in the bank, my God, of course I'll take like a lower profit on that money. At the end of the day, I really want to use all the money, and it's about maximizing the money. So if this doesn't take too much time, do it, no problem. That'd be my thought process. Fernando, does a distributor open a wholesale account to me if I'm independent or have to be a company? Distributor, wholesaler, or manufacturer, they're all part of the supply chain, slightly different areas. They can all open accounts to independents. There is no like legal requirement to say they can't. It's up to the company in question. Generally speaking, if you're an independent, i.e. you're not a company, a sole trader, you'll probably have more success with like wholesale, maybe distribution, probably not manufacturer. They'll probably only like to deal with companies, but it does happen. It does work. So like, I'd probably go for wholesale if you're independent. Ideally, you probably want to incorporate as a company if you're doing wholesale and doing that way. It just makes it so much easier. Give me 2 seconds. Cancel. I'm just checking something. Edit. I don't know if I can get my destination up. Cancel. That was fun. I was going to see if I can get my. Can I get my destination? Remote keys. No, there's something that I was looking for, but I can't find it. General. Do I have it? No. I was hoping to get my settings, share. No, it's cool. I'll do it another day. I was trying on Instagram, but I can't get Instagram working. I'll have to do it beforehand. Right, let's kind of go through Shuru here. Your views on inflation and sourcing. Do you think keeper price history is now slightly less informative due to all the pricing increases when deciding on a deal? Look, at the end of the day, in regards to inflation, there's always been inflation. So the price 3 years ago, if you're looking at keeper, you're going to see that's the price. And like now, you might add on 10% if the inflation rate is now 10%. But like at the end of the day, like I can't tell you what's right or wrong. I think you have to make that decision. And also as well, like the price might have been 3 years ago, 10% less, for example, or multiples of that. It might be that there's manufacturing efficiencies now, so that inflation cancels out, or supply chain efficiencies. So keep a price history is keep a price history. It tells you the data. What you do with that is up to you. I really don't know. So I think that's up to you. It's absolutely up to you. I can't tell you the answer. Bruno, you mentioned that you have many selling accounts. Selling accounts flag these accounts are closed and say no. So Amazon under its terms and conditions, and I will release a video. It's already been recorded. Amazon under its own terms and conditions has said you are allowed more than one selling account as long as they're a legitimate business purpose or business reason. So all my accounts meet that criteria. They have legitimate. So like just a really simple one. We have a UK account. Business, that's one business in the UK has got an account. And we've got another business, completely different company in the USA, and it has a separate account. So these are two different companies and they should have different selling accounts. One thing you need to be careful of is even if I have two separate companies in the UK, I can have two selling accounts, but what I can't do is be on the same listings. Why? Because if I am on the same listings, I could be considered price gouging or price manipulation because I'm the seller of two, and that could be a problem. So you've got to read Amazon terms and conditions. You can have more than one selling account. It's absolutely legit. I'm going to release a video about it, so don't worry. Matthew, I should use Wise to pay my VAs? They have options like Panama, which is popular for them. I didn't think people use there very much. I don't think people, use Wise. I always use Wise for everything. It's really good. Soon to be VAT registered. When I pay by PayPal, the receipts and invoices I receive only have shipping address and my prep center on them. Will they be accepted? No, unless they look at HMRC guidance on invoices. It will tell you what you need to have. Generally speaking, it needs to have the VAT number, the supplier details, how much VAT was paid, i.e. the cash amount or the percentage amount, and obviously what was purchased and the total amount paid. Roughly, do check HMRC guidance. I really recommend that. PayPal receipts are not legitimate unless they contain that information. Bruno, thank you for response. Greatly appreciate it. Cool, Bruno, thank you so much for joining. Glad also I can do it. Facebook user, congratulations on 20,000 YouTube. Woohoo! Thank you so much. Honestly, really, really good. Call me Chev. Chev, I will remember that. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me know. Sorry, I'm really bad with names. But thank you. Bonnie, thank you. Glad, Bonnie, I can answer it. Anthony. Right, I'm trying to get in contact with Jeff, the guy you recommend to remove IP complaints. He's not getting back to me. How do I get in touch? And more importantly, does he work with UK sellers? Yeah, don't get me wrong, you can use Jeff. And if he's he might just be super busy. We put a lot of business his way. The other one you might look around is, oh my God, I think they're called Seller Basics. Same kind of service. Seller Basics. Yeah, Seller Basics. Check them out. They do the same service as Jeff. You can use them as well. So I'll try Seller Basics. At the end of the day, look, if someone doesn't want to take your money, go somewhere else. And Jeff comes back and says, hey, sorry, cool, you can always move. Try Seller Basics in the meantime. Go back to Jeff when he's ready. But yeah, I will pass that on and also just let him know as well. So 2 seconds. Save. Cool. Let's go here. Chef's come back. Thanks, Tom. VA. And I did speak this morning about having a call about the USS. That's great. Fantastic. Cool. Yeah, check it out. Honestly, there's a reason why I've been able to do 3.5. We just checked. And obviously in the US, we're on 680 year to date, I think. I don't have it on my phone, so I can't show you that. But teams, systems, it's a business. It's a process. And using great tools helps you out. Michael, what sourcing method do you mostly use? All of them. All of them. There is no sourcing method one. You wouldn't just do storefront stalking. That's called if you did storefront stalking and found a good deal, and then you could do say for example, you found cat food, beef, you'd be stupid not to do leaf sourcing to go look at cat food, chicken, cat food, fish, for example. If you found a great deal using one method, you should use other methods to help you find them. So there is no one methodology. If you do want to check out different ones, Fast Track FBA YouTube channel, look at the playlist. We do sourcing 101. So I talk you through all the different methodologies we use, so you can learn that. David, hey Tom, thanks for taking the time out of your day to give us your advice. No, thank you. Honestly, thank you for joining. I really enjoy doing these, but hopefully it's useful. Could you please let us know any top tips adapting once past the VAT threshold in the UK? So a couple of things. Obviously, you need to make sure. Number one, buying some VAT registered suppliers. Number two is oh my God, buy from VAT registered suppliers. Also adjust your calculator. You need to make sure you put your VAT rates in. Do it now, even if you're just about to do it. Do it now. Do it early. Start sourcing now because they're going to be relevant. Another top tip is you can go back all your inventory in Amazon or in your business that you currently own at the point of going registered for VAT. You can claim all the VAT back on that at that point. So on the goods, you can claim it back if you hold it in inventory right then. Not on anything you've sold. And then the other one is you can also claim the VAT back on any services, like Fast Track FBA, for example. We charge VAT, like Fast Track FBA, for the last 6 months before that registration. So go back and get all those invoices, code them in. You're going to need to start using like accounting software like Xero to do VAT returns, making tax digital. And I'd also recommend getting an accountant to do your tax returns. Why? You can learn it. It's not the most complex. I know it. But at the end of the day, you just want someone to check it to make sure you're doing it right. You make your money by selling products. They cover your ass by making sure that you're compliant with the laws. There's a saying, 2 things in life which are certain: death and taxes. Don't mess with HMRC. Like, that's the point. So that's my top tip for you. Hope that's helpful, David. NN, I love it. Backwards N. Who can sell their Amazon account in the USA? Anyone? So technically, you can't sell an Amazon selling account. You can sell a business which has a selling account attached to it. That's fine. But you can't sell the account. That's something to consider. So when you're buying an account, you're not buying an account. You're buying a whole business. Be mindful of that. And obviously, with businesses, you have tax compliance, reporting. The US ain't particularly cheap. Be mindful. Zan, what is the method that mostly used for finding good distributors, and what are the basic keys for agreeing for brands or distributors given the FBA wholesale? I don't really know. Look, I'm not an expert. I don't really do. Look, I would just type in the name of the product or the brand, distributor, wholesaler, manufacturer into Google. Try that and give them a call. At the end of the day, we don't really do much with the wholesale side or distribution. I do like 40K last month. We're doing like 250K in OA. So we're only doing it in the UK. So long story short, Google it, find them. It's a numbers game. That's all I can say. If you do want to learn some good information about wholesale, I really recommend looking at Vendrive's podcast. I really like that. I thought it was really good. Podcast, Vendrive, check it out. I really like them. Hey, we got Facebook user. Hey, we got our first VA 5 months ago, and she's just handed in a notice. Damn. How do we get over losing my first sourcing VA? It does happen, but like you never worked in your job for life. This is unfortunately happens. I think I saw this post. They've gone to go with their family or do like their dream job or something. I didn't reply because I was getting quite a rush. Long story short is, number one, I think if, for example, number one, you want to have an exit strategy, i.e. like work with them. When are they going to leave? Their notice. What does that look like? Handover. Number two, you want to learn from it. Like when people are only truthful when they leave, what can we learn? How can we improve? Be very supportive, be very grateful for that information. You can improve the business. And then number two, it's just a fact of life. People come and go in businesses. It's the very nature of it. They're not software, unfortunately. So just got to hire another one. Check out Fast Track FBA, VA Academy /VA. Hire another one. Right now, I think we have 0 weight on our VA. So like if you hire a VA today, we might, don't quote me, we might be able to get them started on Monday with you. I'm not going to quote that, but it could be that quick. So if you need a quick turnaround, come speak to us. We've got them trained. We're training in advance now. So unfortunately, it does happen. My God, I have team members leave. I've had managers leave. It's a pain, but unfortunately, this is business. The one thing which I will say to you is you might get disheartened, i.e. like, my VA's just left. I'm feeling a bit disheartened. Should I just do it myself? Don't. You have a goal. You have a goal of where you're going. You hired the VA in the first place to get you to that goal. And the fundamental thing is that you're building this system. It might be the case that you've taken 5 months, 5 steps forward, but now you're going to take 1 month back. But don't give up on the goal just because of one back step. Keep going forward. Hire the next VA. Go on, my God, they might be even better. Don't give up. This is a goal. This is a journey. It's your business. Live that dream. Sometimes it's harder than it is not. I'm sure when you had the VA, it was a lot easier. And now all of a sudden you've got to do a hard step again. But hey, you know what? But you had 5 months of easy in comparison to what happened. Keep going forward. That's what I recommend. Richie Resales. Jeff has had a family bereavement. Has taken some time off. Ah, cool. Thank you, Richie. I didn't know that. My team deal with Jeff direct, not me, so I don't know. So I completely understand that. And obviously, I'm sorry to hear that for Jeff if he is watching at all. But Richie, thanks for letting us know. I really appreciate that. Right, thanks for the advice. Cool. No, thank you for joining. Obviously, hit the thumbs up. If you like this, hit the thumbs up button. Everyone loves a good thumbs up. Thumbs up. Isaac, what if Amazon asks for approval in arbitrage model where you go find a wholesaler, buy 10 of the item, send the invoice in, jobs are good. Easy peasy. Or you can do automatic ungating. In the US, we did $7,000 worth of sales before we pretty much started to get automatic ungate. If I put it in perspective, right now we are doing $130,000 a month in the USA, and we've done 0 wholesaler, distributor, manufacturer invoices. We've only ever been ungated automatically. You can do it through revenue alone. It's not easy, but it can be done. Sorry, I meant that the invoice I get after paying a paper, I have my prep center's address on rather than the registered address on them. HMRC doesn't share the billing address. Oh yeah, that HMRC will be fine, because look, at the end of the day, the money's come out of your account. It matches with the same amount of the PayPal thing, or like the invoice that you've got with the right details on it, of course. And HMRC will say, like, within reason, this is it. And if they call the manufacturer and say, did this company buy from you? Then obviously they're going to do that. So like, you'd be fine. Don't worry if the addresses aren't perfect. Like, you've got a shipping address and a billing address. HMRC will see that and it should be fine. Obviously, do check with your accountant. I'm not a professional. Facebook user, yeah, gone back to Dubai. Apparently it was always in the cards. That's a shame. These things happen. But hey, don't give up on your dream. Keep going forward. Thank you. Cool. No, thank you. Right. What tips can you give to open a wholesale account? I gave the major ones, but I'm having trouble to open some specific wholesale when applying to ask for history, etc. I don't have. Hold fire. Go find another wholesaler. Start doing history with them, and then come back. Like, if they want history and you don't have it and you can't give it, like, they're just going to say no. Think how many people are calling them up, and that's like, all they're trying to do is filter. They're trying to filter for people who are interested. So, you know, just pause it for 3 months. Go find another wholesaler, start doing some trade through them, and then use them as a distributor or reference for the new one. That's all I'd say. Like, this is a long-term game. Don't get caught up. It's about, you know, just constant taking action in the right direction. Hope that makes sense. And sorry if it's not like, say this one thing, because there is no one thing. SA, sorry I'm late to the party. Is there an A to Z course for complete beginners on what sounds? Sure, I really recommend fasttrackfba.com. And when you go to the homepage, you'll see an express course. It's our free course. You can get that. Like, literally, it will give you everything you need to know to get started in 7 days. Check that out, fasttrackfba.com. And it's like a free course. I'd really check that out. I think that'd be really, really helpful. Right, let's kind of go through. My God, I'm like on fire today. We're doing lots of questions. Today, Amazon is receiving my product to the fulfillment center. 2 hours later, I get counterfeit complaints. Someone showing themselves the distributor of the product. I want to say, but it's not true. How can you help? Yeah, look, so long story short is they've probably done counterfeit without test buy. You need to read the IP complaint. It'll say what it is. And you can obviously show your invoices to show it's not. But even if you're buying from OA, like if you buy from Walmart, so the way Amazon's terms look at this is on their website. It's called, can you prove your supply chain back to the manufacturer? Now, Amazon will take the fact that, like, if I can prove a product goes to Walmart, Amazon will accept that Walmart buys from the manufacturer. But if I say that, oh, I bought it from Tom and Tom's little corner shop, Amazon doesn't recognize that they go back to them, they buy from the manufacturer. So they'll want to see the supply chain all the way back to the manufacturer. So if you're doing OA and you can show it back to like a major box retailer, you'll generally be fine for counterfeit complaints. I'm not saying you will definitely, but generally be fine. So long as your IP complaint letter is fine, as evidence, that'll be fine. And another top tip is, you know, I talked about it earlier. We use fasttrackfba.com/Jeff. Guy called Jeff, but he mentioned earlier he's got a bereavement at the moment, so you might want to check out Seller Basics. That's another option, and we use them to help us manage these counterfeit complaints. We have templates that we use all the time, so do check that out. That's very helpful. I was shocked how quick to get a V from you. I had a call from Shadow on Friday and got the one started training ready. Yeah, honestly, like in the past we've been really slow, but right now we're like much faster, and we're getting faster and faster. We're trying to pre-hire. Why? Because we appreciate that as a customer, like, if you want a VA today, you don't want to be waiting 5 weeks. If you want a VA today, you want a VA today. So the closer we can get today, the happier you're going to be. So thank you. And like, we're so far, like, we're getting faster and faster, and that's one of our goals. So what type of wholesalers are there? So really have wholesale, distributor, manufacturer. As a general supply chain logistics, it starts with the manufacturer, call them Nike. Nike will then sell some of their products to the, you know, on bulk to the distributor, and you can buy from the manufacturer or distributor, and then the distributor will generally either sell to should we say other resellers, business to business, that's all distributors do, or they'll sell to wholesalers, but wholesalers can also buy from manufacturer. It's not a perfect thing, but generally you find distributors are bigger than wholesalers, and they'll sell at bigger properties, but they'll work. So I hope that makes sense. That's the different types. That's really it. So I hope that makes sense. Diane, hi Tom, glad to see you live. Cool, nice to see you. Give me a hit the thumbs up if you're enjoying it. What factors go into getting the buy box? I'd really recommend checking out the Fast Track FBA YouTube channel. We have videos on the buy box, but generally speaking, you need a professional selling account without fail. Don't have that, you're not going to get it. Number two, it's generally going to be a balance between fulfillment and price. If you are FBA, you can go higher price than an FBM who you know, maybe got a slower fulfillment option. But if the other person is FBA, you really want to be FBA. Otherwise, you've got to be considerably cheaper than if you're FBM. So 10, 11% is about the range that we've seen. It's not perfect. It does change. That's the factors. Look at our Fast Track FBA YouTube channel. You can see a lot of information about that. Chris Chris Danster, I think that's right. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong. I'm watching to learn something before taking out FBA my researcher test. Cool, no problem. Watch YouTube videos, lots of them. SA, and good luck with the test. SA, should we hire a VA as soon as we open shop on Amazon, even as a newbie? Top tip, no. You've got to learn the business yourself. Don't get me wrong, as a company, we sell VAs, we offer VAs as a service. Obviously, I should normally say, like, yeah, give us the money, but no, not at all. I really don't think that. Why? Because I think as the VAs, we want to give the best service possible. So for you, is really think about, learn the business model, make sure you're profitable and you know what you're doing. Then hire someone else, give them what you're doing, they'll do that, and you can go figure out how to make more money on top of that and obviously reduce down. That's how I built my business. So you should learn what you're doing. Don't do it as a newbie. DAA. Hi, I'm a new seller and a non-VAT registered trader, and I'm being charged too much for FBA fees. Someone mentioned Amazon may be charging fees on that. Right, top tip. So if you're a new seller and you are not VAT registered, the official line of Amazon is that they will charge you VAT until you can prove you are a business, and you've got to send them a message. If you really want to ask me, I'll just kind of give you a quick shortcut. There's a Facebook group called, oh my God, Spider Sourcing that can help you out. I think we posted it in our group as well. I'll probably actually create a YouTube video about it, really, because I think it'd be quite useful. It's a really good point, is that you can tell Amazon you're a business, and so what they'll do is they'll change your VAT. They'll charge you what's known as reverse charge VAT, which is technically zero, but it's a technical thing. But they'll charge you from Luxembourg, from the UK, so you'll stop paying that exactly on it. You speak to an accountant. But if you're a new seller who is a business, and that could be a personal business or a limited company, but not VAT registered, you can tell Amazon and they'll change it. It's not easy. Check out Spider Sourcing Facebook group, ask in there, and they'll give you a PDF to download. I will mention that. It's not easy. I promise you that. I will have to do a video on it. Diane, I applied right away after watching the interviews 1 and 2. Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed that. And hey, good luck. Right, got to wait for 2 weeks for results. Cool. Yeah, we do. We get back to you. That's fine. Cool. Hi, Tom. Should I hire a VA for Q4? Look, I think I mentioned it earlier, and I'll say it again right now. If you are thinking about Q4 right now, you don't really want to be holding stock and doing that. It's too early. But hiring teams, it takes about, look, you can hire a VA today and they'll start with you tomorrow. Are they going to know everything they need to know to get the right result? The answer is no. They're brand new. But what you do want to do is you want to think about planning ahead. So to give you an example, Q4, you want to be sourcing October and November to ship in November and get in for December and sales. So what does that mean? Well, really, you want your team to be up, ready, doing their A game in October. So go October, 10th month, and how long does it take before you get your VA ready, i.e. they are fully trained and they know what they're doing? Why do I say that? Well, because of the new VA at our VA Academy, day 1, every day they should be doing month 1, 2 to 5 deals per day, month 2, 5 to 8, month 3, 8 to 12. So it's really after month 3, they're really up to speed. So we want to be top speed, all guns ahead in October, minus 3 months from that. What does that make? Well, that makes pretty much now. So if you are thinking about getting a VA for Q4, do check out us, fasttrackfba.com down here, /VA. You can book in a free 30-minute call. But now is the time you want to get it. Why? Because when you get to October, November, yes, you can hire a VA. But at the end of the day, they're not going to be as fast as if you hired one today. And that means you can really ramp up the purchasing, the deals, find more deals, get them shipped in November, October, November, get selling in November, December, Q4, smash it. There's if I give you a quick story, I hired an operations manager. It took me, we planned to do 1 million in 18 months. It took us 12. We did a million in sales in 12 months. My operations manager came in, saw what I did and said, we'll just do this X, Y, and Z. He basically did 1 million in the next 3 months. Why? He built a great team. He hired people. He got everything in place, the money, the people. And that was Q4. Q4 last year, literally in that 1 quarter, we did 1 million in sales, which I was absolutely blown away. It was 300,000, 300,000, 400,000. Why? Because we had a team in place early. You can't do it last minute. It doesn't work. So if you're thinking about a VA, get it now. I really recommend it. Sourcing VA. We find, hire, and train a sourcing VA for your business. Price is $597 UK, one-off fee, and in the USA it's $847 US dollars. So do check it out. You can book a free call. Link down below. Isaac, does a brick and mortar store help you get brand approvals for a new seller strategy? Maybe. But I'd probably say that considering I've done like 3.5 million, I just showed in the UK, and we don't have a brick and mortar store, like I wouldn't say it's necessary. Probably, yeah, it can help, but not necessary. DAA, thanks for the help. Cool. Guys, if you've got any questions, do drop them down below. I'm just going to see if I can actually load up the StreamYard again. 1 second. And I can see if I can get this broadcast. Can I get the, I don't know if I can get the actual details. Can I do edit? I want to get the stream. No, I can't. Next week, I'm going to try and get this live onto Instagram. Guys, if you've got any more questions, drop them down below, or just hit the thumbs up. Everyone loves a good like. Am I still live in the, I just want to check if I'm still live actually in the Amazon reseller network. So if you guys are in the Amazon reseller network, do drop me like a hi down below. Yeah, I can see. Fantastic. Look, it's me. I'm live. It's like me watching me on me. Going back. So yeah, if you guys are there, do just drop it. And also I do like that we have joined and obviously sharing it. So I will do these weekly. Like I just want to help you out. And guys, if you've got questions, come and ask me. Look, I'm not an expert. I don't know the answers, but I will share you with my thoughts, my tips, and what I suggest based on my own experience. And by the way, there's 1,000 ways to slice an apple. It doesn't necessarily mean that my way is the right way. So let's kind of go through. Diane, I want to start working with VA. So I started with fantastic, cool, good. Adrian, do VAs actually get 5 to 15 deals a day? So yes, definitely. But I think, look, let's be very crystal clear about this because I don't want to be misleading. I talked about this earlier, but I'll say it again. So our metric of success, and I want to just, I'll kind of add some things to it. So our metric of success is £3 profit or $3 profit, 30% ROI or in the US and UK, and then 5 sales per month minimum. Now, and also we've got to be able to buy it. We're not looking at deals that you can't buy, like, oh, it's out of stock. That doesn't count. It's got to be like we can spend physical cash on it and the supplier will let us ship. So our measures of success in the Fast Track FBA VA Academy are, and this is what we measure a VA by. If they're achieving this, we think they're successful. If they're not achieving this, then we'll do retraining. We have a whole aftercare team that help them out. And then finally, we'll replace if they're really struggling. So month 1, 2 to 5 deals per day that you can buy. Month 2, 5 to 8. Month 3, we talk about 8 to 12, but I really don't recommend that. Why? Because if I give you a really good analogy, especially in the UK, there's a company called Boots. Now, you can order like 3 of an item, and then that's it. They won't let you order anymore. There's another company called Superdrug where you can order like 100. Now, if you're making, let's call it £1 or £3 profit per item, well, if I find 3 deals from, say 5 deals from Boots, I can only buy 3 of each. But if I can buy 3 deals from Superdrug, but I can buy 100 of each, and they're all making £3 profit, 5 in Boots isn't as good as the 3 in Superdrug. Why? Because I can buy more bulk. So how do you show that information to a VA rather than saying number of deals, which is what you're talking about? Well, instead of counting number of deals, what we count is spend. So we really recommend in the month 3, you transition from a gold, a deals per day target to a spend target per week. And why do we say that? Because we really want them to focus time on stores where we can spend more money. Why? Because in the day, if I've got £1,000, $1,000, what am I really looking to do? I'm not trying to spend that on as many different deals as possible. I'm just trying to spend all of it. And the more I can spend of my money, invest it, get it turned, and get it back out again with profit, the happier I'm going to be. Now, most people generally have more than $1,000. And if you've got a VA or thinking about getting a VA, I'd recommend at least 4,000, ideally up to about 10,000 or 5,000 US up to 10,000 US. That'd be where I recommend you want available cash. And what do I mean by that? In the bank or maybe in credit cards, like available cash to spend. At the end of every week, you've got that much money available. Why? Because the VA is going to take that money, invest it. You're going to invest it in their deals, and obviously turn a profit, pay their wages, and then obviously make profit thereafter. If you've only got like £2,000, $2,000, the cost of the VA's wages are going to be just too expensive. It's not going to work. And the VA works for you. They don't work for us. They are your VA for life. Now, the one thing which I'll say when we talk about deals today is deals today are great to start with, move to a spend target, because why? If I have £100,000 to spend, for example, in like £10,000, then I really want to get all that money spent. And I don't really care how many deals I get. I just care that the 10,000 is spent. That's the important point. So I hope that makes sense. Richie, resales. 5 sales per month minimum. Is that your share of the sales or total? We do total estimated sales, so the listing itself. Now, for you, like, the one thing which I will say is we use that as a benchmark, and the reason why we use that as a benchmark is it's quite a clear and easy metric. And some people start getting real, like, we've had clients who come in and said, I need a VA to find me £10 profit, 10 sales per month, and minimum 50% ROI. And we're like, it's just not realistic. Like, you're going to be getting 2 to 5 deals per day. Also, on the other one is like, we just look at the numbers coming through. So we can find deals that match these criteria. That's what we're looking for. But the more restrictive you are on the deal criteria, the lower they'll come down. Now, the one thing which I'll say is in month 1, month 2, if you're a bit more restrictive, it's going to come, i.e. like, your sales rather than the listing sales, then you're going to reduce down. But what's going to happen is your VA is going to start to learn what's working. And they're going to do reorders. They're going to find good suppliers, maybe be predictive. That's going to be really helpful. So really, month 1, month 2 are learning about the process. Month 3 is where they start to add value. Month 4, 5, and 6 onwards thereafter. And by the way, let's be crystal clear. Like, even after month 3, the VA is still learning, still getting better. My best sourcing VA, oh my God, I don't know how much we spent. I think it was something like £20,000 or £30,000 in 1 week. If you can get a VA to spend, let's call it £20,000 in 1 week, that's absolutely incredible. 30% ROI on that, 10, 30, £6,000. £6,000 from one VA in 1 week. And that's about 1 year in, my best sourcing VA. And by the way, they can do reorders, it's absolutely fine. But this is like coming into Q4. You really don't want them to be just finding their feet. You really want them to know your criteria, know how to find them, find the great deals. And when they come into Q4, bang, my God, they are on fire. And that's when you're like, your problem isn't deals, it's like, give me more money. And that's why I say now, if you think about Q4, it's money and building your team out, because your team will do it. So that's the top tip. Richie, I hope that makes sense. Give me a thumbs up or let me know down below. And I love the channel, by the way. Keep up the great work. DGA, hi, Tom. Thanks for providing useful information. I have a list where I'm an FBM holding the buy box, and he has sold 26 units last week, and I managed to sell 1 unit by reducing profits. I get your point. Top tip for you, go to Amazon Seller Central. I think it's business reports, and then it's like FBA business reports, and you want to do buy box percentage. It's like a buy box percentage. It's like business reports, and it's like listing or Amazon listing reports. It'll give you a date range option. Select date range just for like, not the whole month, just for like yesterday, for example. Run it on, look at that ASIN, and you'll see the true buy box sharing. I promise you, if they've sold 26 units and you haven't, and it's all been FBA, you won't be winning the buy box enough, and so you need to be considering that. The other one is if he is FBM, and your FBM, he might sell 26 units, but it could be off-site. Remember, people list on Amazon, they list on eBay, etc., and all their stock links into Amazon. So they might have sold 26 units on eBay, and hence their stock's down by 26. But maybe Amazon didn't make sales. The other good thing about that listings report, which tells you about your buy box percentage, it also tells you how many people have viewed the listing itself in the date frame, in that date range, i.e. like 3 people looked at the listing. You're like, well, no wonder I'm not making any sales. The listing is dead. So that can kind of help you out as well. And Dong, I hope I got that right. Dong, I do know a bit of Vietnamese. Is it possible to get an LLC without a US account creation? Get an LLC in the US without US account creation. Well, US account creation, I don't really know what you mean. I'm sure you're talking about an Amazon seller account. You can definitely have an LLC in the US without an Amazon selling account. No problem. There's no issue with that. Yeah, fine. Let's go through. I've got 5 minutes, guys. Final questions, 5 minutes down below. Let me know, and I will wrap up. Obviously, if you're enjoying this, give me a thumbs up. And hey, if you want to know, we do it every week this time. Sometimes I'm off. I've been off for a while, but yeah, I do it every week. Ask your questions down below. I've got 5 minutes, and hopefully I can help you with your business. That's it. Charles, what are your thoughts on the criteria ROI 38% and profit is 7 and estimated sales 6 months? And also, obviously you're doing US, you're doing that. It's high. I don't think you're going to get it anytime soon. I think you might be getting a VA who gets that after like 4, 5, 6 months, possibly. The US is a different marketplace. I think, look, if I kind of give you, I don't know how many deals. I'm trying to look at different metrics. So if I kind of give an example, like our metrics for yesterday, I don't know how many units purchased, but my team spent. So we got 3 sources, by the way. My team in the US spent $3,450. Our estimated ROI was 33.79%. And, yesterday, what am I doing? Am I getting this right? Yeah, fine. So yesterday, today technically, because it's Monday, my team already finished. They spent $10,000. they think they're going to make $3,450 profit, and it's a 33.79% ROI. They had an 8.8% cancellation rate, about $900, so probably one order. So long story short, we spent $3,000 per sourcing VA per day, but that was a good target. We've achieved really high. So I'm not saying you can't achieve what you're doing, but I don't think you'd be able to do it every day. Hope that makes sense. Can I teach my VA to the wholesale model? Sure, you can teach your VA to do whatever you want them to do. We don't teach them to do wholesale, but you can teach them that. It's absolutely fine. At the end of the day, if you think about wholesale, it's very similar to arbitrage in regards to the deal analysis section, which is we have a lot of wholesale sellers come to us for an arbitrage VA, and then they forget the whole arbitrage sourcing part, but do the deal analysis, which we're really good at. And I think also at a fundamental level, it's not just the training. We're really good at finding good people. Like all the training in the world will still make a poo. Like, sorry to foul the language, but I think that's something to consider. If you hire bad, training won't fix the problem. Hire good, everything else is fun. So yeah, you can do it. Can I start doing Amazon FBA with OA of £500? And what is the best way to find products? Best way to find products, like you just got to figure it out. FastTrackFBA.com, FastTrack FBA YouTube channel. Check out their Sourcing 101. Obviously, it will help you that. You can look at also FastTrackFBA.com Express playlist. That will help you. You can start OA of £500. My top types to do, I'll probably get to 1,000 at least, or maybe go do RA with 500, just because your Amazon Prime professional selling accounts can be £30. You probably want a calculator tool, call it Seller Toolkit. That's £20. All of a sudden, you're now straight onto £50. So 10% of your asset value has already been taken up monthly. And if you're going to say it takes 3 months to buy something, churn it and get it back, that's £150 of that £500 can't be invested in stock, which is quite a high percentage. So I'd say possibly hold fire, get to 1,000, then come back and reevaluate. That'd be my advice. Hey, Tom, do you ever go on listings where Amazon has a buy box? Yes. There's a keeper training, fasttrackfba.com, Fast Track FBA YouTube channel. We do keeper training. Like I did 3 really cool videos. I think it's the advanced one, which talks about how to compete versus Amazon and like what we're looking for. You can do it. It does work. Amazon will share sometimes. Check that. Can I apply so I can learn more? You can apply and obviously go for us. Sure. FastTrackFBA.com. It will pop up and say apply for a job here. S&M, I've received 6 compliance requests in the past week. If I can't get an EC declaration of conformity for them, what's the best course of action? I have until September 22. Very normal. Don't worry about it. What do we do? Quite simply, what do? We just sell through the product. So we try and get the EC declaration, but if we can't in time, we'll sell through the products and not list the product again. That's it. Very normal. Don't worry about it. You can still sell now. You just can't sell after the date. So get them sold before the date and you should be fine. Question mark, deal. Dan, hi, Mr. Adrian Wild. I'd love to work at the VA and send you my resume. Wow, nice lady. Cool. Right, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I have finished the 1 hour. I just want to say thank you to everyone who has joined. If you've liked this, give me a big thumbs up. Hey, drop a comment down below like, hey, Tom, it is useful. Also, as well, I'm really keen on feedback. Maybe there's something that you say like, Tom, it'd be nice if you could do this. Give me some feedback. Let me know in the comments down below. I do read them. I do see them. Also, you can see, like, I've gone through every question in this, like every question. So whether you're in the Facebook groups, whether you're in the YouTube, we do stream this. I'm putting out every week. That times, come say hi. Like I enjoy doing these. I enjoy sharing. Again, I'm not an expert. I will just share you what I've learned, what I think, or how I would approach the problem. And by the way, I don't do everything. Oh my God, I can't. I have a team. That's the really important point. So I just want to say, all of you, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for everything you've done, asking the questions, being involved. And I will leave it there. But join me same time next week. And hopefully I'll be live on Instagram as well. #excited. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.